The starting 11, first for New England Revolution 2 and manager Richie Williams, rolling with a 4-3-3, 5 personnel changes. As for Crown Legacy and manager Gary Dicker, they counter with a 4-2-4, just 2 personnel changes across this 11. Nimfasha Berchamas will get the start up in that front 4 for Dicker and company. Berchamas, he brings a... Carlos Rodriguez is our center referee. He sounds the whistle, and we're underway between New England and Crown Legacy. Crown Legacy starting things off by steering it back to their starting netminder, Isaac Walker, one of the 2 personnel changes for this Crown Legacy side. First 11 on the pitch. In fact, both teams showing some different looks in net today. Donovan Parisian re-entering the fold for down the fort at times. Kept Crown Legacy in it despite a lot of opportunities for Atlanta United in that first half. Here's Fry, meanwhile, for New England. He's dragged down, and that will be a whistle from Carlos Rodriguez. A free kick coming for New England in the attacking half. Fry able to just pick the pieces up right there on the bottom portion of your screen, trying to split the 2 defenders, and Berchamas and Micah Thomas instead was taken down. This sets Marcos Diaz up. The free kick, albeit from a sharp angle here for New England, but still very promising. 11 assists in 2025 for Marcos Diaz. Diaz drills it, back stick, headed down, batted off the line. Arbian picks up the loose ball and cycles it around. Second effort served in. Thomas will nod it away. Souza now stands up across, looking for butts flying in, and just tapped out of play. Isaac Walker, this very nearly was 1-0 New England, headed down by the Revs captain Souza and batted off the goal line. Concedes a corner, first of the day to New England. Diarbian plays the short option, it's Diaz. Back over to Diarbian on the overlap. Served in the crowd, sailing through, there's a whistle, and there is a foul in the box against Hesseron Berry and New England Revolution. Souza again, off the pass from Hesseron Berry. Now he'll go forward with it, back to McIntosh. McIntosh driving it toward goal, off the top netting it goes. And Isaac Walker will have another goal kick. Carlos Rodriguez, our center referee, he's been a busy man in terms of the whistles. Isaac Walker, he's been a busy man because he's made a handful of important saves early on. Has helped cut out a cross or 2 as well for Crown Legacy. Now feeling pressure from Liam Butts, and just at the last moment, able to get it clear of Butts. Lucinden trying to knock that free of Baye Koulibaly. Tried to straddle the stripe. You see Gary Dicker there, lending a bit of a hand on the throw-in for New England. Body language from Dicker, could tell that he was hoping Koulibaly would just let that roll out of play. It would have been a Crown Legacy throw. Lucinden, though, the catalyst to set New England back up with possession. And Richie Williams, he's been high on Javon Lucinden all season long, called him very versatile, said he's been great. Meanwhile, here's Thiago Rodriguez, and there's Lucinden again, almost on cue, sliding in. Able to intercept it. Malcolm Fry, though, dispossessed. John ahead. Berchamas on the left, operating. Cuts to his right, going for it. Rebound coughed up by Parisian and cleared off the line. Came a hair away, Crown Legacy did, from going up 1-0 on the road. Started with Berchamas, a seeing eye ball, slipped through to Parisian, made the save, coughed up the rebound. Singh able to knock that off. Singh on the doorstep, able to just hack it away. New England has been able to maintain that same kind of pressure, but as this first half has gone on, Crown Legacy have grown a bit into it. Trying to spend a little bit more time in this half of the field. as they knock on the door for their elusive first goal. Still, though, just one shot on target for the visitors. Micah Thomas will throw it in. 9th overall pick out of UConn in the most recent Super Draft was Micah Thomas. Quickly intercepted by Marcos Diaz. No added time at the end of this first half. Carlos Rodriguez sounds the whistle, and we have reached the break in Foxborough. No score to be found between New England and Crown Legacy this week. Carlos Rodriguez sounds the whistle, and the clock is officially turned over to the final 45 minutes here in Foxborough. Racing ahead, trying to force something for New England was Demario McIntosh, unable to do so there. And instead it rolls out for an Isaac Walker goal kick. Really utilized a lot in the opening half that is very stylistically consistent across the organization, using those switching passes and those crosses to try to open things up. Those angles were just not there in the first half. They've had to get a bit more creative, and now here they are again. Played back through to Koulibaly. He'll give it up to Neely, the captain. John trying to turn, knocked off the ball by Malcolm Fry. Now Marcos Diaz. Forward, Butts, just a touch behind him. Now collided into an advantage played. Here's Marcos Diaz, looking to thread it back through. Butts going for it. And instead, first to it is Isaac Walker, as New England pleads for a foul. Rodriguez now back on it, shuffling to his left. He'll swing it out wide, edge of the area, finding Berchamas. Going for goal and stopped. Just a few ticks on the clock ago from Nimfasha Berchamas. Going for it, Donovan. Nimfasha Berchamas re-entering the starting 11, and he has been a real impact player in this contest for Crown Legacy. Already his second shot on target of the day just moments ago. Crown Legacy now back in the attacking half. Real bright start for the visitors to the second 45. Berchamas off. Thomas stopped again by Parisian. Already 2 shots on target in the first 5 minutes of the second half. Going all the way back to that FC Cincinnati loss last match week for New England. One of the areas that Richie Williams was very displeased with the effort was the first 10 minutes of the second half against the Garys. Now Fry, Thomas coming in from behind and able to knock that ball free. Micah Thomas speeding forward, trying to provide support on the left. Instead shoves Gabe Darlene down. Micah Thomas will go into the book. Darlene was trying to run it down and just laboring, though, very clearly, hobbling off the pitch. And this will give way to 2 changes for Crown Legacy. Simon Tony Dandel will come on. Joining him is Andrej Subotic. Boost to the attacking presence of Crown Legacy with Subotic coming on, the native of Bosnia and Herzegovina. 7 goal contributions. So the team's leader in shots on target per 90 minutes. This Koulibaly there at the bottom of your screen has made his way over to the near touchline for Crown Legacy, who are back on it. Rodriguez. Dylan Singh, part of those 2 coming off for Crown Legacy moments ago with the changes of Subotic and Tony Dandel being brought on. Dylan Singh, he's been the talisman this season with the 8 goals and the 3 assists, but he's just unable, because of the strength of the New England defense, the way they've marked him, just unable to create and get free today for Crown Legacy. Meanwhile, here they are, rolled in behind. Uchegbu now Uchegbu cutting to the end line, cuts it central, short clearance, it's John! Now Mendoza will pick it up and guide it over to Rodriguez. Unable to shake past Victor Souza though. Turning on it now, Uchegbu. Uchegbu, past one, past a second, it's Uchegbu, the cutback! Dahlin able to clear it away. Emmanuel Uchegbu, just a bit too unselfish. Uchegbu had a break in on goal. Knew Parisian was coming out, but instead of going for it, tried to play it to his left to Subotic. It goes back to something that Gary Dicker has talked a lot about throughout the season for Crown Legacy. Just not taking their chances when they have them. That, perhaps one of the best examples in 2025. Oliveira will fling it ahead, and Mary streaking in behind. Still a Mary now. Ultimately comes to rest out of play, as Ouedraogo will let it roll out. This second half has been marked by a good spell of possession and play, time and again from Crown Legacy in the attacking half of things. And yet, despite 3 shots on target, 6 total shots, still nothing to show for it for the visitors. You go back to that opportunity for Uchegbu just minutes ago. It's not just not taking their chances is something that's plagued Crown Legacy, but Gary Dicker had said a few weeks ago that this club, as good as they are, as much potential as they have, they've just made some poor decisions down the stretch of the season that have really hurt their chances. Has manifested itself in dropped points. They've dropped 8 points from winning positions, but 4 times in the last 6 weeks prior to this contest, Crown Legacy has either led or been tied with the opposition, and they've lost all 4 of those contests. Here they are again, in front, Subotic! Crown Legacy have been asking questions in the second half, and they have their answer. The super substitute, Andre Subotic, on and sending Crown Legacy into a 1-0 lead. It's all set up from the pass from Nimfasha Berchamas, then just played through in behind the back line. That is a tidy finish. Souza drives it in front, slipping around. It's George on the doorstep. Can't put it toward goal. That's just a dangerous ball from Souza. Glancing header from Buck. And they're at the end of it as Agyemang went to Rodriguez to Romero now. One last push here for New England. Diaz will hoof it forward. Intercepted by Agyemang. Cleared away. Parisian won't get a chance to spot it for the kick. There's the whistle. It's all final in Foxborough. Crown Legacy have walked into New England Revolution's house and taken 3 points to close the season.